The story begins in a local shop. The protagonist, Weijie, is a Chinese man who has lived in Thailand for 17 years. He runs a small internet service company. His favorite pastime is watching films, especially thrillers and suspense classics. Lee enjoys sharing famous plot twists with his neighbors.
完了，这搭了这么大的功夫，我又死在棺材里，这什么狗屁结局嘛？一定要逃出去才是好结局吗，宋叔？
Though not wealthy, he lives a stable life. Weijie is a devout Buddhist and is shown as a kind-hearted man who donates at temples regularly. He lives with his wife Ayu and 2 daughters, Pingping and Anan. The family's names symbolize peace and harmony.
怎么才回来啊？
你干嘛管我？
Though his relationship with his older daughter Pingping is occasionally tense due to her teenage rebellion, he deeply cares for her. A significant turning point occurs when Pingping joins a summer camp, which puts financial pressure on the family.
妈，字签好了吗？
签什么字？
一个什么夏令营？
机会难得，我们班只有2个名额，老师说最优秀的学生才有资格去。
Hearing that only very few students were selected, the father felt very proud and was about to sign the consent form when the mother tells him the price.
3天6000铢。
那还是学校生意好做啊。
At this point, Pingping gets angry, calling him stingy and illiterate, and then walks away.
小气鬼，文盲，什么都不懂。很多贵族学校的精英学生都会去。也好，我不去了。同学就知道我有2个多小气的父母了。
Despite his initial refusal, Weijie secretly gives her the money, showing his love through actions rather than words. Soon, Pingping reaches the summer camp, and while visiting a temple, she crosses paths with another student called Sucha. Sucha's mother is the police chief La Wan, and his father is the mayoral candidate Dupong. Sucha, known for his arrogant and abusive behavior, took an immediate and sinister interest in Pingping. One night, Sucha drugs Pingping and assaults her, recording the act on video. After the camp, Pingping returns home, emotionally shattered and distant. Neither her parents nor younger sister can fully grasp the trauma she silently endures. Sucha, meanwhile, continued his reckless behavior, even nearly blinding a classmate in a violent outburst.
你干什么？
他差点弄瞎别人的眼睛，如果不是我的面子，学校已经把他开除。
我已经让人给了对方10万。
His powerful parents, rather than disciplining him, protected him. The mother went as far as covering up the incident with a token payment to the victim's family, claiming 100,000 yuan in compensation, but delivering only 6,000. La Wen's intellect and ruthlessness were evident from a past case. A lottery winner had been murdered, and although the suspects presented seemingly airtight alibis, La Wen swiftly cracked the case using unorthodox but effective logic. It was a demonstration not only of her sharp cunning, but also of her willingness to twist facts when necessary to reach a desired conclusion. Beneath her disciplined facade lay the dual nature of a protective mother and a manipulator of justice, unafraid to bend the system when it suited her purpose. Days later, on April 2nd, Sucha tried to attack Pingping again at the family's warehouse. But this time, Ayu intervened. As Ayu was being choked, Pingping struck Sucha on the head with a hoe, then smashed his phone. Believing he was dead, Ayu checked his pulse. No sign of life. Terrified, Ayu and Pingping decided to hide the body. They buried him in a freshly dug grave beside their home, the same grave of a recently deceased neighbor. The younger daughter saw them from her room but said nothing. In truth, Sucha had only been knocked unconscious. The scratches and blood later found on the coffin confirmed Sucha had awoken and suffocated underground. Meanwhile, Weijie had traveled alone to another city for work. He checked into a hotel, withdrew cash from an ATM, and watched a boxing match. But he didn't stay overnight. He had tried calling home many times with no response. Fearing something happened, he returned home. When Weijie returned and learned the truth, he was devastated. As a film enthusiast deeply familiar with suspense and crime thrillers, he understood one thing. Sucha's powerful parents would ensure the family never sees a fair trial.
报警吧，就说人是我杀的。
你现在报警连坐牢的机会都没有，死的是警察局长的儿子。再说平平才是受害者，我们才是受害者。
Weijie decides to protect his family by crafting a perfect alibi, using everything he's learned from crime thrillers. The movie montage had shown him the trick: rearrange time, blend memory and fact, create a new story from pieces of the old one. He removes Sucha's car and phone, deletes incriminating evidence, and stages a family trip the next day, on April 3rd.
我们上次全家一起出去玩是什么时候啊？那我们今天就出去玩好吗？好。爸爸想去看泰拳。
On the morning, at precisely 8:40 a.m., Weijie boarded a long-distance bus with his wife and 2 daughters. His wife and daughters sat quietly, anxiety written on their faces. Unlike them, Weijie kept his composure. He struck up a casual conversation with the bus conductor, subtly planting the idea that a highly anticipated boxing match was scheduled for that night. The conductor, who hadn't followed recent fights, didn't question it. The truth was very different. The boxing match hadn't been scheduled for April 3rd. It had already happened the night before, on April 2nd. And Weijie had been the only one to watch it. By 2 p.m., the family arrived at the new city. The first stop was the front desk of a hotel where, just the day before, Weijie had stayed alone for business reasons. Now, he returned with his entire family to check out of the room, creating the false impression that they had all stayed overnight. To solidify this illusion, he deliberately got into a small dispute with the front desk staff. He wanted to be remembered. Every interaction was a seed planted for future questioning. After leaving the hotel, the family had lunch at a local restaurant. Throughout the meal, Weijie continuously praised the pastries made by the proprietress, again ensuring she would remember their presence. In the afternoon, they went to the cinema. His wife carefully kept the ticket stubs, following his instruction. From there, they headed to a local underground boxing venue. During the match, Weijie spilled a vendor's popcorn. When a vendor asked for compensation, he claimed he needed to withdraw money from a nearby ATM, but he didn't go to withdraw cash. Instead, he went straight to a trash can outside the venue, searching for what he had scouted in advance, discarded ticket stubs from the previous night's match on April 2nd. There were 4 of them, just enough. That night, the family returned home on another long-distance bus. What Weijie had built was not a single lie, but an entire timeline, seamlessly stitched together by false memories, slight misdirections, and real events displaced in time. To any outsider, it looked like the family had been in another city on April 2nd and 3rd. The illusion was nearly perfect. Meanwhile, Police Chief La Won, unable to contact her son, becomes increasingly anxious. Surveillance shows Su Cha's car vanishing on April 2nd. Eventually, Su Cha's car was discovered underwater, but no body was found. She launches a full-scale investigation. When an officer examines the photograph of a car, a memory flashed across his mind. On the morning of April 3rd, he saw that very car parked near Weijie's home. Suspicion fell on the Li family. But by then, Weijie had already woven an intricate web of false timelines and witnesses and rehearsed mock interrogations with his wife Ayu and their daughters.
说谎很容易被发现，但说真话就没有破绽。所以我们只要记住把那天发生的事情一五一十都说出来，不要试图去编造没有发生过的事情。警察叔叔问你话的时候，一定要听仔细了再回答。如果我们全家都说一样的话，就会显得非常可疑，尤其是牵扯到像时间这种有关数字的东西。我跟妈妈可以说的精确一点，但是你们两个不用。
La Won, a seasoned officer with decades of experience, read the subtle cues, the dropped gaze, the fidgeting fingers, the forced steadiness. There was something deeply wrong. Though she had no evidence, she was certain Weijie was involved in her son's disappearance.
我低估了这个李卫杰，他虽然没有念过什么书，但是他很聪明，比在座的都要聪明。
She dug deeper. When she learned of Weijie's obsession with movies, she had her team comb through his viewing records. That's when she found it, a suspense film title montage. The technique was clear, interlacing events from 2 days to create a seamless false timeline. It had all been inspired by cinema. Then came the breaking point. A former classmate of Su Cha came forward with a hidden video. Footage of Su Cha assaulting Ping Ping at the summer camp. Watching it, La Win's breath left her. The boy in the video was not the son she remembered. The guilt consumed her. As a mother, she had shielded him. As an officer, she had turned a blind eye. In desperation, she ordered the arrest of Weijie's family again, this time threatening them with the video.
我很难保证他不被流传出去。
那你就是个混蛋！
你应该知道，为了自己的孩子，我没有任何做不出来的事情。有的孩子是孩子，有的孩子就是个禽兽。
Desperate to extract the truth, she isolated Anon, the youngest daughter. The child broke under pressure. Her tearful confession gave La Won what she needed, a clue pointing to a grave. All eyes turned to the cemetery. Under a watchful media presence and a boiling crowd, La Won oversaw the excavation. The stakes were high. If the body was there, Weijie would be finished. If not, La Won herself would be disgraced. The coffin was opened. Inside, only a sheep. Shock rippled through the crowd. Lawin stood frozen, realizing she had fallen into another trap. The sheep was not random. It had been placed there deliberately. The crowd erupted. Chaos descended. Riots broke out, fueled by years of frustration and injustice. Lawin was stripped of her position. Her husband, Du Peng, withdrew from his mayoral campaign. Their lives unraveled. Yet one mystery remained. Au had buried Su Cha with her own hands. Now the body was gone. Only Li Weijie knew the truth. He revealed nothing. Not to Au, not even to his children. La Wen and Du Peng came to him, stripped of titles, cloaked only in grief. They asked for the truth. Not justice, not vengeance, only clarity. But Li Weijie had already made his decision. He surrendered, took all responsibility. He told the truth, not to clear his name, but to protect what remained of his daughter's innocence. He knew the riots must stop, and that his sins should not pass to the next generation. In the end, the movie revealed not only the tragedy of one family, but the quiet corruption of a society where justice served power, not truth.